Alright, what's going on, y'all? So today, we are still playing some Series 2, and we are going to be trying to see if Floatzel is still good. So, I know there's definitely some, like, we'll see about it, you know? Like, I don't know if I'm 100% sold on Floatzel, but, like, I think it's a Pokemon that no one is really using right now, and it does still do a lot of damage, and it can go very fast in the format, which is nice, right? So, I mean, I feel like when I was trying this on Showdown, by the way, I don't think Showdown is a good representation of what you'll actually face in game. So, like, while testing in Showdown is nice, you really don't always face, like, what you're just consistently gonna face in game. So, you know, it helps. It definitely helps when you're really high rank on Showdown to, you know, test teams to see how really good competitively they are, but you know, what I was trying to say is on Showdown I was facing like literally every single game, like a Palafin, a Tyranitar team, and I mean, yeah, like I'm sure we might face those, but we might not face them every single match, and so yeah, I mean, I do think Floatzel can still be really good, and you do have to kind of flowchart the way you think about this team really heavily in order to see the best success, but you know, that is what it is, right? So, talking about the team, we do have that Floatzel with the Mystic Water, with Wave Crash. I dropped Snarl last minute for Aqua Jet, just because it can be important. We have Ice Wind and Protect, we have Water Terror for extra damage, we have Pelipper with Electric Terra because I was running out of Terra Shards on things. I usually try to, like, share my teams in a way that I can unsave and, like, re-get the resources back, but still share the team. But that hasn't been working sometimes recently, and it'll, like, auto-save the game even though auto-save is off, and then I lose my resources when I'm sharing teams, so that sucks. But yeah, I'm running out of resources. And because of that, I had to use Fairy Terra Iron Jugulus instead of Steel Terra Iron Jugulus. But it's okay. It's the only thing on this team that is not exactly perfect. Well, and I guess Pelipper could be like Grass Terra, but Electric Terra is pretty good too. So yeah, Tailwind, Protect, Hurricane, Wide Guard. I do think you could run Hydro Pump over Protect, but this is a pretty good set, honestly. Iron Jugulus, Hurricane, Snarl, Protect, Flash Cannon with Booster Energy. I do think Tailwind Iron Jugulus is good, but I also think Protect is good. And we have ways that we can play around, you know, we have Tailwind on Pelipper. We'll talk about the other stuff in a second. So, something I want to try right now is Safety Goggles Flutter Mane, so that's what we're trying. Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, Moonblast, and Protect. I definitely think that Life Orb could be better in some instances, and in fact in a lot of instances. But we're going to see how that does. And it's just something that's been in my brain recently that has been working out in a lot of clutch situations. Going on, we have the Leftovers Gholdengo, which is just something I want to try since we have Citrus Berry Pelipper and I don't want to do Agua Berry. Leftovers Gholdengo with Shadow Ball, Protect, Make It Rain, Nasty Plot, pretty standard. Water Terra to help with the bad matchups. Then finally we have Defiant Kingambit to ward away, you know, things like Arcanine and I guess just Arcanine, which would get pretty dunked on anyways, but it can still be annoying. Iron Head, Kowtow Cleave, Terra Blast, and Sucker Punch. I know some people drop Terra Blast for like Brick Break or Low Kick, but you know, I do think it's important to have as many Amoonguss answers as you can, and things of that nature. So, you know, that's what we got, and I don't think the team's perfect, but I do think that we're gonna try it and we're gonna have fun. I gave away a shiny Floatzel yesterday to someone who I think is subscribed. I don't know, but that was what inspired us to build this team. I lost 3 in a row after winning 3 in a row the other day, and I was like, come on, man. So we're gonna be trying this. We have the in-game music again. That can be our QOTD today. Do you think I should just use the in-game music, or should we keep doing stuff like using Crash Bandicoot and Spyro music? We used Final Fantasy music one time. We used old Pokemon music. So we've done some things, you know what I'm saying? But let me know in the comments what you think was or what do you think is best? Should we just use the in-game music, or should we keep switching it up all the time? Jeez. Okay, so this is, I mean, they do have the Tusk. They have the Tusk. They have Salamence, which probably has Intimidate. It's probably like a special Salamence with Intimidate. So the thing is, like, depending on my lead, their Pokemon end up being really good, right? Which is not good for me. I do think that in general, we probably want to lead just the Midas Touch and our boy, the Snips here. It's just if we do that, we're gonna have a problem with what's his name. So we need to bring the Jugular in the back. And then I really don't feel like Flutter Mane is gonna be our best, but like, I mean, it has Protect, you know? It does have Protect. Oh god. This is a really hard call. I mean, it feels like the right thing to do. I'm just gonna say it. This team is really weird because it's like, you know, again, I don't really want to use Pelipper and Floatzel. Something we could have done is started like Floatzel Kingambit and clicked like Aqua Jet Iron Head or something, you know what I mean? But they will start the Salamence, which is going to intimidate us. But all that really means is that we need to Terry style the Kingambit because they're probably going to try to go after it with something. Okay, so do we just double target the Salamence? I kind of like that idea. I like just clicking like Kowtow Cleave and Make It Rain. I could have actually clicked Sucker Punch probably. And admittedly Sucker Punch could have been a better play. So we'll see. I don't think Sucker Punch would have gotten the KO. So this technically covers for some things. Yeah, whatever. Fine. That's a freaking play. No. No. Oh, good play, my guy. We get a crit on the Murkrow, which feels slightly rude, let's be honest. Kingambit actually gets the paralysis, which is ultra rude. Rude boys only. Let's try to go for Sucker Punch, Make It Rain, and hope that that gets us some. So this has been an interesting game so far. I mean, they obviously are playing really well because they called what I was going to do right away. The one thing I will say about the in-game music though is that I assume it's probably like a lot lower than my voice. I'm not 100% sure, but we do know that they're thinking Lincoln Logs here. Okay, so they're going to Tailwind, I get that. Hopefully we Ucker Punch them. We get the Ucker. and then they go for the Draco. And then we get a double KO. Hopefully. No, that's fine. I would have liked the double KO, I'll be honest, but we'll be as boys with that. They bring out the Mimi for just Mimi things. I think at this point, we probably just click Terry style blasts and we click make it rain and we hope that that does things. So like, I definitely was right in my assumption that this lead is good. This shouldn't KO. They have a life orb, dang it. You see how I knew that though? Like, did you see how I literally knew it? It's like, oh god, that's a life orb. What can we do? What can we do? Cause like, yeah. We bring out the Buster Scrugulus. I just feel like, unfortunately, the right thing to do with the Scrug is probably to protect it and then hope we get an Iron Head. Because I really don't want to eat a Life Orb play rough. But, I mean, they're playing well enough, right? Like, they very well might just avoid the Jugulus right now, and if they do, they probably auto-win, right? So, it's hard to say. It definitely would have been a good play to protect the Gholdengo last turn, though. So we protect the Jugulus, we'll see what they do here. Oh my god. Why? Come on, man. Don't do this to me. No. No. Oh god. This game, man. Okay, so what do we do? What do we do? Do we just go for the Shadow Ball and go for the Flash Cannon and just say, hey, something's gonna happen here, like technically if I protect the Flutter main, we could get ahead, but I also feel like they could expect the protect, which is the problem, right? They're gonna freaking Thunder Wave my mans. And then they're gonna freaking do that. So we get the Shadow Ball off, we'll KO there. But that doesn't necessarily help us if they just like have their own Flutter main in the back, right? They would have to have something really bad in the back. Scizor, yeah, I mean you would, my guy. So like, I think we're just gonna call that one a big old GG. Yeah, I mean they played well, right? Like from turn one, they pretty much called what I was doing, except for the fact that like I technically could have just not tera'd Kingambit and it would have been better for me, right? Which is unfortunate, but that's how it goes. So They started... Yeah, so I still think that what I started was like my best. I just probably shouldn't have tera'd Kingambit right away because their lead just kind of pressures that. So what do we expect here? This is rough because like Kingambit Gholdengo beats Flutter Bundle. Pelipper and this beat what? I mean, like, do they beat anything? They deal with Mouse Ape. Okay. You know, they deal with Mouse Ape. Okay. Iron Jugulus is kind of okay here. I just don't really know what it does. Like, so this is kind of what I was thinking about the team, is like, Iron Jugulus is kind of bad. And like, I think we need Iron Hands instead of Iron Jugulus. So there's that. But what do we want to do? Like, we bring this, we call that good. We hope it's good. We make hopes. Yeah, I mean, I want Iron Jugulus to be good, I really do, you know, it's just, my mans doesn't do anything. Okay, so we started the right lead, which is good. I really don't think that we need to Terra Style to get this Wave Crash KO. But if we do, that'd be really bad. I want to just click Tailwind and Wave Crash. If they're just gonna Fire Terra their freaking Kingambit right in front of my mans, they have Water Terra. Okay. It's like the one time in the world that you run into a Water Terra Kingambit and they're just like, yeah. It's like, jeez. Okay, so we do a big fat Wave Crash. It does Oko, which is really nice. I wouldn't be surprised if they just click Bulk Up. That's fine. I mean, I'd kind of prefer that at this point. It's definitely scary, but it, like, you know, as long as we can keep doing Floatzel things, I think that's fine. If they bring out the bundle, that's scary. Bring out the Iron Hands. Okay. Huh. I could just Wave Crash. I don't want to double protect is the thing, like... I don't know if I want to split my damage either. I don't know if I can just avoid this thing. They've definitely got me in what one might call a pickle here. They are going to fake out the Pelipper, which I'm perfectly fine with. We're going to get a big fat Wave Crash. It doesn't KO, so I probably should have tera'd, honestly. They're gonna Drain Punch. That might be fine though. I might be okay with not getting that KO. Cause we can bring out the Iron Scrugulus. Buster Scrugulus. That's what I like to think of him as. We bring out Buster Scrugulus. And I think the real question is, like, You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna hope that it's a good play. I'm gonna do it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. You may know Ocean Madness, but that's no excuse for Ocean Rudeness. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. That thing is bulk. Like, all chunk in the trunk. Fortunately, it will knock itself out, which is why Wild Charge is kind of a bad move sometimes. But now we just have Buster Scrugulus and, Gholdengo, so... They've got Pelipper, or I mean... I was gonna guess that was Bundle, so I said the wrong thing either way. Doesn't matter. I think this turn, because we still have one more turn of Tailwind, we're pretty safe to click Flash Cannon and Shadow Buddy. Yeah, they cancel, so GG's. The Hurricane crit was really unfortunate. I would imagine that it mattered, honestly. And not only did it matter, but it would have been smarter for me to double target the Annihilate in case we didn't have that happen, right? So, like, technically I could have thrown right there by not double targeting the Annihilate, but if the Annihilate protects, well then what do, right? Like, we have to bring out Gholdengo, and we're basically forced to double target the Annihilate next turn. Right? I mean, so there's that. We brought the Weasel. We did Weasel things. And I mean, hey, my man's did some damage. Can we be honest about that? We do unfortunately have a better version of my team though right here, so. The nice thing about Floatzel is that it doesn't take setup, so like you can actually just start Floatzel and do things. But the nice thing about Flutter Main is that Flutter Main has safety goggles and it can do safety goggles things. So I don't exactly know what I want to start. I kind of like starting our boy King Midas here and the other, and then we bring Floatzel in the back for Floatzel things, for just Floatzel things, and I do know that Pelipper is actually pretty good against Palafin because it doesn't take that much damage. I do know that our boy King Midas has prospects because it does good things. This is hard. I do know that I've brought I've thought about bringing Pelipper and What's-His-Face in the back before, but like, I kind of want to do this time. I know we're like letting them have the speed priority, but I kind of think I don't know, like, to some degree you'd like to think if you bring the better Pokemon that you're gonna win, but like, we're not exactly bringing the better Pokemon. we're just doing what we can. So let's think about this. They're probably just gonna try to click like Jet Punch and then one-shot us, which I don't like. I feel like my safest play here is to double target the Pelipper with a Moonblast and a Shadow Ball. I'm slightly afraid of that not working. And I'm also slightly afraid that me Terra Styling right away could be bad. However, yeah. So we'll see if they click Wide Guard. I don't think... They're gonna switch in the Moongus. The Moongus. Okay, well that's a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary because I'd be in a better position if I didn't Terra Style right. We get a crit on the Mamungus, which is pretty nice. I think we have to protect and click Nasty Plot. It feels like a good play to me. If they switch out Amoonguss for Palafin right now, we probably lose. If they don't, we have chances. Okay. So I'm expecting Fake Out Spore, which wouldn't work anyways because your man's has moves. Yeah. So we got the moves. And we will try to execute said moves. So we click Moonblast here. We do have to click Make It Rain, so. They have Grass Terra, that's fine. That actually is a little better for me right now. Mamungus. Gee, Wilker's Batman, they've got me surrounded. Iron Hands is just so thick, man. Like, it's gonna click Drain Punch. Oh, jeez. Okay, so luckily we know that it will go down to another Make It Rain. We know that it'll go down to a Make It Rain. So I kinda think right now we should bring in the Floatzel. I want to bring in the Bundle of Oats Floats, and I could click Icy Wind just because it'd be super effective, but I honestly think Aqua Jet would do more. So I'm just going to click Aqua Jet and Make It Rain. If that makes sense. However, therefore, what if I miss? Yeah, you wish, bud. Big damage. Please get a double KO, Make It Rain. Thank you. Straight Buster Scrugulus out here. Oh god. We have fun. So what can we do here? I think if I had saved my Terra, we would be in a better position, if that makes sense. I kind of want to click Wave Crash and Shadow Ball. I just don't know if it's a good play. Right? Because, like, the Jet Punch might actually just OHKO Floatzel. But we get the Wave Crash. And it does, like, nothing. However, they should KO themselves. Nice. We take that. So now it's all up to this boy Pelipper here. Can he do? Can he do? Ooh. Okay, I mean, I still think this is kind of going to be hard for the Pelipper, right? Because I can click Wave Crash, and I can click Uckers. They are going to go for the Hurricane, and it gets damage. Let's be honest, it gets damage. So, what can we do here? I mean, I'm just going to Ucker them again, because, I mean, what do you really do if you're them, right? Like, we give them the Uckers. You thought Palafin was good? We've got the Weasel here. Our boy Floatzel gets the dub. So I'll take it, you know. You thought your Wave Crash was good? I have Wave Crash. And we did just enough damage to take that one. I do think they probably did need to click Wave Crash, at least to get the KO on Gholdengo. I don't know if they would have got the KO on, I don't know if they would have gotten the KO on Gholdengo, but I'm almost positive that a Jet Punch would have KO'd the Floatzel just because of how frail it is. Like, I don't know, it's really hard to say because I'm, like, Jet Punch is normal effective on Gholdengo, but Gholdengo normally has enough bulk to, like, make it not a problem, right? So, yeah, I mean, my Gholdengo doesn't have any bulk, so that's also something to consider, but either way, it was a good set of matches. I hope you guys enjoyed, and, you know, have a good day and all that. Consider subscribing if you're not subscribed. The channel's growing, you know, and we're doing things, so thank you for tuning in, and peace out.